The winter solstice is actually at 7:03 a.m. Pacific time this coming Sunday. And actually, we'll be doing an online winter solstice ceremony a little after the actual solstice. We're going to start that at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you're interested in that, you can go to naturalwayofbeing.com. But I want to talk a little bit about the winter solstice and what's going on energetically during the winter solstice. And because of the energy the way it is, there's some opportunities to awaken and unfold some things in yourself, to take advantage of, to tune into that energy and take advantage of it, like get value from it, which is what a lot of the shamanic and Aboriginal traditions did. They tuned into the earth, to the energy of the earth, they aligned themselves with the earth, and then they allowed the natural internal benefit happen. And then their visions and their awakenings all were a way of aligning themselves back with nature, back to what I call that natural way of being. So I want to talk a little bit about the medicine wheel, because I think it's the most, for me anyway, it makes sense. I don't know if it does for you guys or not, but I think it really helps me understand the winter solstice. So in the medicine wheel, in my tradition, there's some variations in the medicine wheels and the various people and tribes, etc. In my tradition, the medicine wheel is new beginnings happen in the east, which is springtime. And that's when we enter the wheel in the east as well. And that's when there's pure vision, no form. So we have ideas, we have visions, we have, it's kind of a, what's the word I want? Conceptual time, where things are happening in the dream and we're having ideas. It's very intuitive, and we're getting feels about things, about the new year. But we may not have a total picture. We may not know how it's exactly going to unfold yet, but we have a feel of it. And then as we go into the south, which is the summertime, we're starting to, I call that the time between the east and then through the south to the west, the accumulation of form. So we have formless in the east, and we're gaining form, and we're trying things out in the south. It's a time of activity and learning and trust. And it's where the coyote lives and the eagles in the east, the coyotes in the south. And so, that's a time when we're taking our vision and it's starting to accumulate some form. We're trying this. No, this isn't it. Yes, it's more like this. No, that doesn't work. This works great. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I like this. And so that's kind of happening in the south. As we move into the west, which is fall, form from south to west continues to accumulate until form peaks in the west, which is the fall equinox. So we have this relationship across the wheel. We have no form in the east, springtime. We have the peak of form in the fall equinox. Okay, and that's when we have our harvest. That's where completion is, and the buffalo lives there. The bear lives there. And so, yeah, that's when things are coming to completion. We're harvesting things. We're gleaning value from the things that we've unfolded throughout the summer and the spring. As we move into the north, which is this time of year, the winter, the north is 12 o'clock. That's straight up. I'm told that some of kids, younger humans, may not really get the clock face as well. So 12 o'clock straight up is north. And anyway, that's when we're starting to, between the west, stay with me here, between the west and the east is the dissolution of form. So as we move into the north, we're beginning to let go of form. okay? And it's a time of introspection. It's a time to go inside, whereas the summer, which is the opposite of the winter, is the summer, the days are long, there's lots of light, it's active, it's a dynamic time. That's when that yang dynamic energy is at its peak. Now the yin energy is at its peak. The sacred feminine, we may call it, that pure yin. And it's a time where, because it's dark and here, foggy, we can go inside. Okay, because there's less going on outside. We're indoors, we're not outdoors as much. And so it's a time to reflect inside, to look inside. I call it a time of introspection. And that's the key point of this time of year. But what's also interesting, interesting to me anyway, I've been focusing on this form thing. We're dissolution of form. We're having less form. Between now and spring, the remainder of form and what is going to fall away. What that also means, it can be, everything can kind of fall away. My past year can fall away. If we want to get more spiritual, who I think I am can fall away. The ego can fall away. Myself can fall away. And Ramana Maharshi has this really cool quote that talks about let me get it right now. I'm not going to get it right, but I can give you the idea. Is basically letting everything fall away, and then what remains. I screwed that up. But anyway, it's like once you allow, the intention of the quote is after you allow everything to fall away, see what remains. So I'm not going to go look up the quote. I probably should, but I'm not gonna. But anyway, that's kind of the idea. So this time of year, you can allow things to fall away. It's like the way I think I am, the way I think I should be, and all the things that I've accumulated throughout the year, we can let it fall away. And then what remains? Okay, what remains? And then that's a really, Ramana, he was using it as a spiritual thing. If you let all your self fall away, see what remains, and then that's the true essence of who you are. But we can, and that's great, perfect time of the year to do that. But also, we can allow all the qualities of our life and all the ideas and the preconceptions and the rules, we can allow all that to fall away, and just to kind of sit in the emptiness. It's like, so it's just like if I'm not any of those things, then what am I? Which is more the spiritual. And if my life isn't about all these things, what is it really about? What's it about now? It's like letting all of the past ideas about who I am and what I should be doing with my life, letting them fall away and see what remains. That part of the quote is correct. See what remains. See what I'm left with. So as I move over to the spring, we also, in my tradition, the time between, the fall, the winter and the spring in the medicine wheel, like the north, that would be the northeast, is the time of like death. It's like, ego death, not death of our body, but ego death. And so that's when we're totally empty. So we're moving toward this time of emptiness. And the challenge is to sit in the emptiness, okay, and see what's there. Essentially, energetically, what's there. Not as much about form, but sit in the emptiness and sit in the nothingness and see what we're feeling. See what's coming up into our mind. Observe it. Perfect time to meditate, right? Perfect time to just sit with yourself and see what arises. Get a good look at what's going on inside and what you're feeling and what's important to you now. Great time for reevaluation. what matters to me now. It's a time to update yourself. It's like, well, this was important to me in the past. Is it still important to me? This is something I centered my life around. Is it still important to me? Or what's important to me now? And as we move into the East, not the new form, but the new idea and the new vision will become too. But the East vision is going to be much better if I can allow things to fall away at this time of year. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Hopefully it's of value. If you want to do some ceremony, come sit with us on Sunday on Zoom. And I hope you have an amazing week and that you enjoy and get the value of the winter solstice. Shortest day of the year, darkest day, most yin, most empty day of the year. Enjoy, and I will see you in a week. Hopefully a week, if not 1, 2, with the holidays. All right, goodbye.